Hello, beautiful Half Size Me community. I have caught wind that there may be a few of you who are having to go back to basics because you're having a hard time getting traction. And I want to offer you this thought. I do that deliberately. And I think that it's a misnomer that's out there that once you get to a certain level, you kind of have everything down. And one of the portions of maintenance that I've accepted is that I have to go back to basics. I have to treat tracking again like a beginner. I have to go back to weighing everything. Going back to the basics, it's just like brushing up on anything that you do often, right? I use the example of driving a car. When you first started learning to drive a car as a teenager, you're like, oh my God, everything is new, scary. You're like super vigilant about everything, right? And then once you've been driving 10, 20, 30 years, what happens? You kind of get complacent. You don't really pay attention. You don't even remember how you got from your house to work. So what I would recommend is instead of feeling shameful about that, or instead of lamenting the fact you kind of have to go back and brush up on the basics, whether it be tracking or weighing and measuring your food or whatever, actually embrace it and just say, I'm just brushing up on my skills. And that's how I approach it. Tomorrow will be my 4-year anniversary mark for my weight maintenance. And that to me is huge. Anybody who's battled their weight their whole life, that's the golden nugget. How do you maintain it, right? How do you stay there? You stay there by always going back to what got you there to begin with, the basics. So don't feel bad about it. Be excited about it. This is an opportunity for you to refocus, reprioritize, and I do it all the time. Several times a year, I have a going back to basics week where that's all I do is I focus on the basics. I brush up on it. Just like if I was going back to learning how to drive again. Same concept. You guys have a great week. Embrace the journey. Don't feel bad about it, and realize that this is part of the process. You guys have a great Wednesday. I'll talk to you soon.